few seconds delay, but we're ready to roll.
Back to Sim's harem.
Oh yeah.
Back to the
Wow,
harem.
chicka, wow, wow.
Hello and welcome. Oh gosh, that's a great note to start this on. Hi. I'm Milo. I'm going to be the storyteller for this evening, and we are playing a modified version of Changeling Lost 3LC. Introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I am playing Simon Hearthman, a fire elemental.
All right, Mike.
I'll be playing Dain, the Beast Hunter Heart, because I'm not giving out my true name.
And M.
Hi, I'm Em. I'll be playing Zarya, our little water elemental baby. She's just a baby.
I'm just a baby. And we will potentially be joined later by Az, who will be playing Dearg the Redcap. They will more than likely introduce themselves as soon as they show up. And what happened last time was the meeting of the courts. Sim arranged a meeting, and the Freehold, Sim arranged a meeting, kind of through Reed, to catch all the Freeholds and all of the courts up on what's been going on with the Church of the Blessed, what happened to the North Ward, and what information has already been gained. The meeting went splendidly well. There were a few people within it that did not seem interested or were outright hostile, specifically the Queen Rebel. But upon further speaking to them, they discovered that Rebel had already decided to join the cause and was just being argumentative because she's kind of not nice, amongst some of the other dissenters being kind of, worried about what they could offer, not being, soldiers or strong. And they've essentially managed to get everyone on the same page, or at least agree to come out and see what evidence there is or explore themselves. And Queen Cameron, friend of Val from the North Ward, has promised to send some maidens over the next day, as well as the courtless have promised to come the next day, amongst a couple of others. Koi the Flame Siren, who is one of the people looking bored and pissed off the entire meeting. So a few will be meeting at the Forge, and the rest of the troops will be meeting at the South Ward, where Reed, Nova, and the Kings will be assigning roles, giving tasks, and working with the other royalty to see what can be done. Meanwhile, Zarya was checked in, and the exhausted baby went straight to sleep after a good meal, more than the peanut butter and jelly sandwich she threatened everybody with, and is currently sleeping at the South Ward's Hollow, though she will be moved the next day. We left off with Sim finding Dearg sitting in a bathtub full of blood. Dain had returned to his hollow after the meeting. Savannah and Ro had retreated to their room within the Forge's hollow. And Sim, you can help Dearg out of the tub. What would you like to do with the bloody Dearg? Soaking in the bath.
Dearg will... Sim will make sure that Dearg is more than likely has just kind of splish splash taking a bath sort of situation. I'm sure there's it's all over the place.
It's everywhere.
Sim's going to make sure that it's at the very least contained to the bathroom, and so we'll work towards keeping Dearg in there long enough to get him cleaned. And then work on the bathroom after. But I gotta help clean them up. Sorry, motley mates, they do stuff. So I'm gonna work to clean him up so that he doesn't trail it all through the rest of the hollow or house. And I'll just clean up the bathroom a little bit, but I'm not gonna I'll get to it later. Just gonna.
It's like 11 o'clock at night at this point. It's late. You just got back from this meeting. You got back from helping Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've been out for a while. Ro and Savannah returned before you. Dain went back to his hollow. Like everyone's where they need to be for the night, except you, because you had to go and assist.
I just had this thought. But Zara's not there yet. I just had this thought where Sim would be like, he's got to clean the bathroom so Zara doesn't freak out when she walks in and sees the blood everywhere. What happened?
Which you should have some time tomorrow.
Yes.
Hopefully.
So, okay.
Before tons of people show up at your forge.
Yes, mainly, just basically, mainly make sure Dearg is not spreading it to the rest of the house and just contain it to the bathroom, and I'll deal with it in the morning.
All right. Dearg gets back on his rug after being cleaned off enough that he's not tracking it through the house. You deal with that whole situation before retiring to your own room. Now,
yeah,
you all are sleeping for the night. Zara, your dreams are so fresh. As you just escaped the hedge recently, you dream of being water again, free flowing, your entire being stretching out along a river. But with that memory comes the memory of people, true fae, hobgoblins, other changeling, walking through your waters. And you remember the pain of that, of how much it hurt and how much worse it would be if you didn't just talk through the pain and read your poetry and stories to the true fae while they played in your waters. And they hurt you. But you wake up, and for the briefest of moments, you are very confused as to where you are. But the memory of that dream begins to fade, and soon it's gone. You can't remember what you dreamed, just a vague idea of words spoken into the ether. Dain, you dream of blood. You dream of eating something in the woods. You can smell the forest all around you. It's strange. It's not the forest you're currently used to. It's not the place you're currently used to, but it's familiar. And while you're eating this catch, this prize, whatever it is that you've caught, the hairs on the back of your neck from your wolf-like body prickle, and you soon realize something has come to hunt you. And you take off because you know, with those instincts telling you, that this thing is stronger than you and can hurt you. And you run. You can feel the wind through your fur. You can hear the sounds of something giving chase. And it gets closer and closer. And you feel it bite down on your leg and pull you back. And there's pain. And then you wake up and you're in your hollow. And it's morning, and you start to think about all the things you have to do for the day and all the people you're going to have to meet and the discussions that are going to have to be had. And that memory fades. But you find yourself every once in a while walking with a slight limp. Sim, you dream of fire, of heat, and the smell of burning metal. And screaming. So much screaming. But you can't tell if it's coming from you or somebody else. Because the fire hurts. It's burning you. But you're pretty sure you're burning someone else. The air smells sulfur. Smells of hot metal and blood. And all you can feel is this horrible revulsion at something but you're not sure what, because you can't quite see what it is that's happening around you. And you wake up. You're in your hollow. And it's morning. You can hear somebody in your kitchen. And the heat doesn't leave right away. You feel warmer than normal for you. That's odd because you're already so hot. And it fades. It's like all the other dreams fade. By the time you've walked in to see Savannah making breakfast in the kitchen, it's completely gone. All right, Zara, you've woken up and you remember being led into this hollow. You remember being walked down by Reed and Sim. Sim was here when you went to sleep, but you don't see him anywhere. He's gone now. You're by yourself.
Concern. Major concern. She's just gonna grab her little chalkboard and her chalk. She has clothing on. She's just gonna toddle down the hall looking for somebody.
You toddle down the hall, and you don't find anybody. You remember what the hollow looked like, kind of almost medieval. Like it's a large hollow. So it's got, multiple houses, domiciles within it. And you remember being led to one. It's not super big. There's a bedroom, a little hallway, a bathroom, a living room, a kitchen. It's got all the amenities you need. It's a single bedroom house. You walk around and you're alone in it. There is a front door though.
We're gonna go out the front door.
Out the front door, you see the hollow waking up for the day. You see what you know to be maidens based on the armor that Nova was wearing when she came with them. This beautiful, brilliant white armor with snowflake and arrow motif on it. They're walking around, checking on the general state of the hollow. There aren't a lot of other changeling up aside from the ones in the armor. There are a couple you see that are wearing these golden armor with suns and flowers on it.
I don't recognize any of them.
You don't recognize any of these maidens or knights. No, you do not.
We're just gonna try to walk around them in a wide berth. I don't know them. You're stranger danger. Go away.
You walk around them. And you know where the hollow exit is. So I'm assuming that you exit the hollow to find probably Reed or Nova.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way through the hollow or through the Freehold's actual structure that's in the mortal world. And you make your way to the office that Reed was originally at. And she's in there. You can kind of peek through the door. You see her sitting at a desk, writing in a book. She has like a cup of coffee in front of her, some breakfasty food off to the side, toast and fruit.
She'll knock on the door because she's respectful. It's rude to walk into somebody's office.
Yes, come in.
She'll walk in, give a little awkward wave.
Hello, Zara. How are you this morning?
She'll write on the chalkboard, tired. Almost didn't realize where I was this morning. Flips it over.
That's normal for the first little bit. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need something or are you...
She'll erase it, write Sim, question mark.
Well, Sim is probably at his shop. That's where he stays. They have a place they stay in the shop. Do you need me to call him?
Writes a little check mark.
Sim, you get a phone call.
Hey, Savannah, how's it going this morning?
It's pretty good. I'm making breakfast. Dain is coming over for breakfast.
Excellent. Good. Looking for... Hold. Okay, hold on. I got a call. Yellow.
Hi, Sim.
Oh, hey.
Good morning. So you know that elemental, Zara, the one that you brought yesterday?
Yes. I distinctly remember, yes.
Well, she's asking about you, for you more specifically.
Okay. Is she doing all right? As far as you
Apparently
can
she's,
tell?
apparently she's having a little bit of a morning. She's tired
Mm-hmm.
and confused, or well, she was when she first woke up, which again is normal, but she seemed adamant that I call you, Zara. Was there something specific you wanted to ask Sim?
No.
No? Did you
Did you actually say that, or did you write that?
No, she shakes her head.
She wrote.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, but she's asking after me, and okay.
Yeah, she's asking after you.
Okay. I can be on by in just a little bit and visit
All right.
and see what's going on and
Okay.
make sure she's doing all right, and then I will need to head back. And I don't know. Did you have anything that you needed her to do for the day, or is there a time where I could swing on by and pick her up and make sure she's all right?
You can do that whenever. The
Okay.
only other thing that we needed to do is when the freeholds meet, so that we can go over what to do about the church and tactical options. She's the minstrel's rest. Queen Cameron's
Okay.
freehold volunteered to take her in should ours be attacked. The minstrel's rest is the only one that doesn't have one of the infiltrators that we know of. It's probably the safest, and they've agreed. So
Makes sense.
they will be taking her on.
Gotcha. All right. I'll be on by in just a few minutes, and we'll get this sorted out.
All right, we'll see you then.
Thanks. Let her know I'm on my way.
Of course. Thank you, Sim. He's on his way. He'll be here in a little bit. The shop's fairly close, but it sounds like he's getting ready for the day. If you'd like to have a seat, you can stay in the office.
She's scribbling furiously on her chalkboard. Church? Who are these people you're talking about?
Well, that's a long story, but
I like stories.
there used to be our sister Freehold. We are the South Ward. It was called the North Ward. We used to be one Freehold called the Four Winds. Disagreement split up. That's in the past. Was recently attacked about a week ago. Was attacked by an unknown assailant we now know is called the Church of the Blessed. They are mortals who have the sight to see past our glamours. Our glamours are what hide us from mortal eyes. The way you look now is not the way you look to a normal human. You would probably look similar to the way you did before. Well, they can see what you look like now, which is not the normal for a human, a mortal. So it's kind of a problem because they have decided that we are a problem, and it's best if you don't worry about this right now. But Sim, if you want to ask more, Sim and Dearg have more information as well, but we're taking care of it. Furious scribbling.
Mm-hmm. She asked, take me on. Who is these people taking me on?
Well, typically when a new changeling comes out of the hedge, they decide what court they want to be a part of. Or if they don't want to be a part of a court, they become courtless. There is the spring court, the summer court, the autumn court, and the winter court. Now, because our sister Freehold was the autumn and the spring court, whereas we are the summer and the winter, normally someone coming to our Freehold who was not of the winter or summer court would be sent to the North Ward. As that is not the case, and for safety reasons, we will be sending you to the Minstrel's Rest Freehold. They have all 4 courts there, and you will be able to figure out which court you fit best into there and be able to choose to be a part of one of them.
She'll give a little nod, understanding a little bit.
All right. So Reed offers you a seat while you wait for Sim.
Yep, she's gonna sit there and swing her little legs in the seat while she's waiting like a small child waiting.
It's just a baby. Get along great with Ro. Wait till you meet her. Dain, you get a text from Savannah.
So, what time is it in the morning?
It's about 7:30-ish in the morning. Early, but not too early. Early enough for people working, early enough for people like Zara who went to bed really early.
Yeah. Dain's been up since about 6:30.
Yeah, I figured Dain's been up for a minute. You get your text from Savannah at 7:30.
Yeah.
The text so eloquently puts, I'm making you breakfast. It's not negotiable. Meet at the Forge's Freehold with a heart.
Not pancake lasagna, is it?
No, oh my god. That's the whole text.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be over in 30 minutes.
See you soon.
Yeah. So,
Savannah's busy making that breakfast for Dain.
Dain would get busy with preparing what he needs to prepare. He'll go to his closet and take out his Beretta Nikki 2.
Nice.
Put it in his bag and take out 2 more magazines. Put them in his jacket pocket. And he would get dressed, probably put his boots on, and walk out and get in the car and start driving off to the forge. Nothing fancy, just in out.
Normal
He's getting
driver.
breakfast made for him. Yeah. Not sim mania. Don't blow your eyes at me.
It's not. Traffic is always bad in San Diego. Always bad. But it's usually worse between 8 and 9 when people are making their mad dashes to their places of employment. So it's not terrible right now in comparison. So it doesn't take you very long, 15, 20 minutes tops to get to the forge.
You get that thing like Scotty from Star Trek where he says it'll take this amount of time, but always arrives earlier. That way, keep him guessing.
Yep. Well, absolutely, because on time is late and early is on time.
Exactly.
Oh,
We have a wandering monster.
we have a wandering monster. Are we having a spindle clutch tonight?
We are indeed. Please forgive my tardiness.
It's for the Wolven.
There. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself then, since you've entered the chat. A new challenger has approached.
Well, hello, my darlings. This evening I'm Avery. But no.
Just
I'm
this
Avery.
evening, it's gonna change.
It'll change. It'll be different in the morning. But I'm Avery, and this evening I will be playing Spindle Clutch, the Tunnel Grubber, the wonderful pocket monster. I believe those are popular amongst the children these days.
Yeah, nasty.
All right. So,
All right.
Sim.
Yes. So Sim's gonna hang up from the call. Mention to Savannah, I'm like, hey, I had to head to the Freehold real quick and pick up or check in on Zara. At least I might end up picking her up, bringing her back, and seeing what's going on.
Who's
but
Zara?
Just about to mention that. So yesterday, apparently, fresh out of the hedge, essentially, water elemental. Spent some time over with Reed over at the Freehold right now, and has been getting acclimated. But when they woke up this morning, apparently they were asking after me, and so I just want to make sure that things are okay. I hope that.
Oh, Sim, I'm so sorry.
What? Hey, she just, fresh out of the hedge, she was.
No.
Doing something with a sandwich. It was crazy. It was so.
I know how this is. Sim. So remember how I have this fun little reliance sometimes on Ro? Like I need her there to make me feel better.
Yeah, but you and Ro got you good mesh. You've been through a whole bunch.
Ro was the one that saved me from the hedge.
Oh. I didn't technically save anyone, but I mean, well, I helped her out. I mean, she probably was lost.
Were you the first person to help her out?
Judging the status we found our kitchen in, yes. Shit. Oh boy. This is going to be interesting. Okay. All right.
It might get better over time.
Right,
but
so basically, just
Ro and I have been out of the hedge for a little bit, and it's still there.
All right. So I got somebody depending on me, is what you're saying.
Possibly. It might go away, but maybe not for a little bit.
That's worrisome.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but
Ro, you can ask Ro about it.
Yeah, I'll talk with her. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll talk with her about it. It's just that we got a bunch of dangerous stuff going on. It's like, shit. She's getting... Anyway, all right. I'll talk with her some more and see where this is at. But thank you for the heads up. And
yep, it's just a warning. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't think I'm wrong, but you might want to check on it just in case. Just in case. But
all right.
It sounds like to me a little bit. I have some familiarity in that area, just a little bit.
Just a tad. Okay.
Just a little bit. It's only bad sometimes.
You got any tips? How to handle this correctly, appropriately?
As the dependent, no. Yes, as the dependent. Shut up, words are hard. No, because if I need Ro, I need her right then. Or everybody else is going to I'm going to make myself a problem for them. So, you might want to ask Ro about that.
Will do. All right. Dain's on his way? Okay.
Yeah, Dain's on his way. He should be here momentarily. It's, momentarily. She's not wearing a watch. She just looked down at her wrist. Just so we all know. She's not wearing a watch. She's just momentarily.
Take care, Savannah. I'll see you in a few.
Yep. See you in a few.
All right.
You leave. the hollow, and you do see Dain pulling up about that time. She had texted him a little bit before she had started breakfast.
Oh,
So
cool.
he was already driving over when you heard the clattering. So Dain has pulled up.
Hey, Dain.
You see Sim coming out.
Savannah's
Crap.
got...
You get out of the car.
Yeah. Hey there. Savannah's
Where
got
are you going?
I have to head to the Freehold real quick. I got a call early this morning from Reed, and you remember the...
Okay, is everything all right?
Everything's okay. At least just... you remember Zarya?
Who?
Did you meet Zarya? Shit, nobody's met Zarya.
Ah.
Okay. All right. Yesterday, I brought back over Reed, myself, Nova, and Zarya. It was a wonderful car ride. Everybody got along great, and so, but fresh out of the hedge, water elemental. So apparently,
How fresh we talking here? Like linen fresh, or
just like a day, a night and a day.
Jesus.
Yeah. And apparently,
have fun with that one.
I was
Do you remember what it was like? Do you remember what it was like for us when we came out? Oh, we guards going through fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to give her plenty of cuddles.
I talked with Savannah about this before taking off, so because there might be dependency situation going on. So
Jesus, is she pretty or something? Are you that dependent on her?
No,
Is she that pretty?
No. Yes, but no, and it's not what you're thinking.
I'm busting your balls, all right? It's all right. You don't need to explain your proclivities to me. If you want to,
just making sure that she's
do
safe.
what you need to.
We're gonna get ready for later today, and so I just need to make sure that she's all right, and if she needs to come hang out and see that everything is okay and we're good, then great. Then we can go get some work done, and she'll be all good, and she'll get set up. I believe she's staying over at the Minstrels. Sorry, Minstrels. So,
Oh, she's with Cameron?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've agreed to take her in as soon as she's ready.
Aye. Well, if you're going there, you'll notice some of the maidens are coming here later on.
When?
A few of the out noon.
No.
Okay, cool. I should have enough time then. If you need to use the bathroom, just ignore the blood for the moment.
What the fuck happened?
Dearg happened.
Right. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get my breakfast with the lovely smell of fucking iron in the house, no doubt.
Okay.
To be fair, it beats that fucking industrial cleaner smell, so I'm not gonna complain.
True enough.
Like, they'll be here about noon, and some of the non-chorus will be here too about noon as well. I think a few others.
Okay.
But I need to go see Rebel at some point today. Probably before noon.
Oh, you had a meeting
I
set
also
up
need
with
to
her
get-
as well. Oh, okay.
Well, she had one of those cunts that came into the fucking Freehold and destroyed it. So
That's right.
I need to go and have a chat.
Gotcha.
And I also need to go and talk to every hand. You know, the seamstress. Do you want to come for that, by the way? I'm sure you'd like to get your hands on Cassidy for one last time.
Dain would notice that at the mention of the seamstress, there is a look that passes over his face that is one of like...
Did you have some pancake lasagna this morning?
No.
You right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, if you go see the seamstress, actually, I would like to go.
All right. Need to get whatever we can out of Cassidy before,
Yeah.
we're finished with her.
That reminds me, have you heard from Spindle?
Nah, not since the other night. Give him a text.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right. I gotta head on out, and I'll text before I head out now. So, but yeah, enjoy your breakfast, and I'll see you.
On second thought,
Oh,
there, Sim, you realize he's older than dirt and doesn't know how to use a
shit,
phone.
that's right. Oh,
Maybe
thank-
swing by
You
his
have
place.
the number for his shop. You have the number for his shop. You do. Dearg had that number and gave it to Sim.
Cool. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But it is not a cell phone number.
Maybe swing by his place on the way to pick up this little girl. See how she does with that.
Ooh,
I want pictures of that.
I might wait until after I pick up Zarya and then stop by Spindle Clutch because I need to have time to prepare Zarya for meeting Spindle. I think that's a prudent approach. I hear what you're saying.
I mean,
I
know, but my way's a little bit funnier. But I fair enough. Right, I'm gonna go get my breakfast. I will speak to you later. Sir.
Right.
Dain's gonna walk and knock on the door, even though, like.
Okay, on the way to pick up Zarya, Sim will call Spindle directly.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that phone call,
while he's
and
driving.
then we'll move on to Susanna and Dain.
Put it on the Bluetooth.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me your drive check while you call Spindle Clutch, and then we'll go ahead and go on to Dain and Savannah's con. 3. You're good. It's not that. It's still early morning. Traffic is not as bad as it could be, so you don't really need. Yeah, you don't really need to roll super high.
They didn't need those cones anyway.
Again, by the way, I forgot the disclaimer. This is an 18+ stream, so if you're not 18, then go away. As well as, we do not give advice on this channel. This is not a how-to guide. Please do not replicate anything we do and or talk about here, because this is make-believe time. Okay.
I love the fact that it's always Sim's driving that causes you to remember to do the disclaimer.
It's always Sim. And Sim didn't drive last time, and I completely forgot it. Sim didn't drive dangerously in the last one.
Okay.
All right, we make that call.
Yeah. I imagine the phone probably rings 2 or 3
Oh,
times
yes.
before finally there's the telltale.
Hello. Who might I have the pleasure of addressing this fine morning?
Hello? You okay? Hey, this is Sim.
Young Master Sim. Yes, what is it that I could possibly be bothered this morning to do?
Hey, needing to swing by your place in a little bit. I'm going to have a new individual with me, more than likely. They're a little fresh out of the garden, as it were, and just needing to make sure that she's aware of all the players on the field and understands best as possible everything that's going on. But we also need to get you up to speed on things, because I think you missed the meeting last night, and so there's a lot of stuff going on.
I was aware there was a meeting last night. However, from retrieving my keeper's book from your Mistress Reed, been looking for any sort of clue or indicator I may have missed of the infiltration of the church within the Freehold. So it has been a very slow process. I've got many, many bits of information here and there. So forgive me for my absence with the meeting of the kings.
Not a worry. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be probably over in about 35-40 minutes. Does that work for you?
Absolutely. Shall I prepare the tea?
Yeah, you can have some tea ready. Sure. That'd be great.
Wonderful. I hope you like mugwort, Master Sim.
I can't say I've ever had it, but I'm willing to try anything once.
Shortly. Shall I be preparing the hollow, or shall I be preparing the shop?
The shop will be fine. We'll need to be heading back to, and you're welcome to come, of course, because we have some folks from the meeting who are actually coming over to the forge. Probably would be a good idea if you were there about all the planning that we're doing.
You have enough room in the trunk for my bicycle, Master Sim.
Yeah, I got plenty of room. Wait,
Perfect.
what kind of bike are we talking about?
You've seen it. Don't deny it. You've laid your eyes upon its fine craftsmanship, Master Sim.
It's not like a big penny farthing style bike, is it?
No.
Okay.
I'm old, but not that old, you twat.
Okay.
It's a 1938 Schwinn.
Okay, yeah. Got plenty of room for that. All right.
Very well.
Catch
I
you
will
soon.
see you shortly with your mugwort prepared. Yes.
Excellent.
Master Sim.
Bye. And Sim will
the
hang
phone
up.
and slither off to the tea kettle
No.
in absolute glee.
I will also update you afterwards on what you find from the tome. Dain. You walk in, or when you knock on the door, Ro answers.
You alright?
Yeah, you made it. She opens the door all the way, steps back, she closes the door.
My German's not that bad, is it?
No, I shouldn't have told you that. And she toddles off. You can smell a normal breakfast cooking.
What's you cooking, good looking?
I made quiche. She's got little mini quiches out on like a tray.
Quiche for breakfast? Alright.
Is that normally a dinner thing?
Honestly, I
It's
don't
got
know
egg
what's
in it.
normal anymore. It does have egg in it.
Okay. It's mostly egg, so I assumed it was a breakfast food.
Not a fucking pancake lasagna, so I'm not going to complain.
You know,
Thank
that's
you.
yeah.
What
So,
brought on the breakfast
she-
though?
I mean, you've just been working so hard and stuff. I thought, why not show a little appreciation by doing something nice for you? But I can't do nice things for you. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry. Actually, speaking of which, Ro, I need to apologize to you.
For?
I shouldn't have left you alone in the hedge.
I'm usually fine. Actually, I'm pretty sure if those other people hadn't shown up, it would have been a walk in the park. That has a new connotation now.
It probably would have been a walk in the park, but the fact is it wasn't. And you nearly died. Or worse. That's my fault. It's entirely my fault.
I will accept your apology, Dain.
You get one
She
free
hugs
punch.
your leg. She hugs your leg. I'll just bite you later.
Not the junk.
Uh,
Please don't bite there.
No. I would never.
That
She's
doesn't
bitten
help
you
the
before.
situation. She has.
She's bitten you in one of her moods before. She gets into those moods, and so she sits at the table, and Savannah lays out the breakfast for you.
Then I'll sit down. Oh, we've got a busy day ahead.
Oh yeah,
We've got the Cioto. And
yeah,
Rebel.
that's gonna be fun. I heard that. I mean, I was right next to you, man.
You're right next to me, yeah.
That lady, I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna hit her really hard.
I know you will, but please don't. Not yet, anyway. Let's get her on our side so we can do the thing with the church, and then we can take her to town later.
I mean, fair. Such a bad attitude. Pretty sure she was.
As she does.
Too. I'm a little confused. Was she fighting with you or was she flirting with you? Because I got a little of both. I don't know how to feel about it.
I'll be honest, if she was flirting with me, I was entirely oblivious to the entire thing.
I think she was hitting on you just a little bit.
Her fucking loss.
So it's her smile's toothy. She's got these dog things, but she smiles.
That's her fucking loss.
All right.
No
What do
interest
we
in her
need to do?
or that attitude.
What do we need to do first, though, to prepare?
Well, first off, we need to eat this breakfast.
Oh, well, of course.
And
Hold
Dain
on
will
a
start
second.
eating as he's talking. Then we need to head to Rebel's Court. Because if she has Odo.
No, you're not.
Because if she has Odo, we need to see what the hell he knows. But then again, what she said last night about his mind being entirely fractured has me a bit on edge. And I don't know anybody that can Vulcan mind meld with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So we might not get fuck all out of him. That's the problem.
The Trinity can.
Aye, but I don't want
She
to be
has.
going and, bothering her.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a bother. She doesn't really get company. I don't know if you noticed everyone fucking freak out when she stepped into the. Well, she didn't step in. She got set down by somebody. But when she entered the arena, sorry.
Well, that's a bit
I
unfortunate.
have a small entity. Give me a sec. Keep talking.
Oh, I mean, I don't understand why people were staring at her. She's no different than you or me or anybody else. A bit more unfortunate, but nothing strange or unusual. I mean, for God's sake, there was a fucking mushroom there.
They fear her. They fear her because she's farsighted. They fear her because the things she sees are true.
Well, what she said last night helped our cause, so I'm not going to really complain about it. But if you think going to see her will help us get through the Odo, I'm not, I'll take your advice on. But we haven't got long. We've got a few hours because you also have to go and talk to Cassidy. And this time you're not going anywhere, Ro. You're staying with me the entire time.
Understood. I can do that.
Chances are we'll probably speak to Cassidy after the maidens come. Because
After the
then we're
maidens
going to have
come.
to, well, we have to pay a little visit to the church so they can see for themselves what's going on. So if we go to the church, fuck knows how long we're going to be there. Could be hours. And I'll be honest with you. I'd rather not go there myself, but I can't expect Sim and Dearg to do it. And this time maybe someone will actually listen to me when I say don't go down the fucking secret entranceway.
I mean, well, absolutely, we'll listen to you. I mean, for sure. I'm gonna need a minute. Can we take a quick break? Cause I
Yep, guys, we'll be going
had an
intermission.
unexpected thing happen. I'm so sorry.
Back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for what's about to happen with this TC. Sim's about to be in for some wild dreams later.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. We had an entity problem. But, um, yeah,
Sorry, as we cannot hear your microphone. Okay.
I'm going to have to, we're going to, a little bit of technical. Oh no, it usually fixes itself. Technical difficulty.
Your video
It wouldn't be the
froze.
Figment. It wouldn't be the Figment Collective without technical difficulties. I know it did. It's not going to unfreeze until Az pops back in.
Yep.
So I have to wait.
No problem. Screenshot time?
Screenshot time.
Did that fix it?
Yep.
Did it fix it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Usually
One
does.
more time.
We have audio.
There you go. Okay.
Yep.
Again, there are several Assombras in the room. Sometimes it's me.
It's me.
I'm the Eldritch Horror. It's fine. You can blame me.
All right, go ahead and introduce yourself, and we will continue with Dain's scene for just a minute. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Az.
Wait,
I
wait,
played Dearg the Good Boy. Red cap, pacifist. Probably gonna eat somebody. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All good.
All right. Sorry, Dain, what were you saying to Savannah before things went sideways?
If you want to bring Trinity into it, I don't see why not. It's just getting her there might be a problem.
I mean, they did bring her in that van that Ro wasn't supposed to go near.
It was a dodgy as fuck looking van.
Well, if
The
they can
Pope
load her into
would
the
ride
van,
that.
if they could get her in the van, then they could probably get her to the Freehold, and I'm sure they'd come up with some solution to get her inside. It was worth the ask.
I mean, do you know a way to ask her? Do you know where she is? I don't.
I know that Sim, Dearg, and Ro know where she is. Ro just been there once. And
Speaking of, I didn't see Dearg leave with Sim. Where is he? I mean, it does smell like a slaughterhouse in here, so I assume he's still in.
Dearg, you've been on your rug. You slept in a little bit. You had a rough day. Everything was green yesterday.
Oh, everything's green all the time, constantly. That's how we live now.
You do hear the sound of voices as Dain, Savannah, and Ro are talking in the other room. It's mumbled. You're having trouble this morning. Even though you didn't use Spigot yesterday, you were under the effects of Spigot yesterday. And your dreams are just a little bit harder to untangle this morning. But something has been cooked. You can smell it wafting through. You can hear the mumble of voices as Dain, Savannah, and Ro talk quietly, loudly amongst themselves. You can only make out snippets of words, something about somebody hitting on Dain, something about the Trinity, Ro saying, I've been there. That's pretty much what you catch.
Derek's gonna walk in. Did somebody hit you during the meeting, Dain?
Oh,
Oh,
what?
that's good.
Savannah says someone hit on me.
Like
so-
flirting.
Oh, I mean, that happens, I guess.
I'll be honest, I was too
I'm
busy
glad
paying
you didn't
attention
get
to her.
hit. Savannah's great.
Aye, that she
Thank you,
is.
Dearg.
Do you want to sit down for
Yeah.
some breakfast?
I made quiche.
I'll have a piece. I'm not really hungry.
What? You alright?
Anyway, where are you going? You said you've been there once, Ro. Where are we heading?
Yeah, we went to go see the Trinity, the ladies.
Yeah. I'm supposed to go see them actually and bring.
They were at the
magazines.
meeting.
and movies.
They were at the meeting.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
glad
there
they
last
got
night.
out. That's
Yeah.
good. They did get to get out a lot. So.
Yeah, she's a poor creature. No, we're trying to think of a way to speak with one of the people that attacked our hold. Problem is, his mind's a little bit broken. So we're going to try and see if the Trinity can give us a hand.
What, like, go into their
His mind.
mind, or like walking in their dreams or something, or no?
Probably not, because a dream is a dream. It's not exactly what they're thinking about right at that present time, is it? I'm not too sure how that whole thing works, to be honest with you.
Well, see, you take a nap and then you just go in.
Who takes an... You know, sometimes, Derek, you speak a lot of sense, and then sometimes my mind just goes completely blank with a repetitive comeback to you. So, you nap and then you go into the dreams, but I
Yeah.
don't know how that's going to help with Odo. It might help.
Odo? Oh, the
Odo,
other
aye,
one, the one that was at the other Freehold. Okay.
aye. I mean, if we go, maybe you can have a nice talk with Rebel. She was the one that was hitting on me.
Who's Rebel?
She's the queen of the Autumn Court there.
Oh, the one that was for the letter. Yeah.
The letter?
No. 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 No.
Oh, that was Queen Cameron. She came and spoke to us. Yeah, she's the Winter Queen. She came and spoke to us at the meeting. Ro knows her. Ro, she came up with Ro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ro's like, yeah.
Yeah, birds of
Okay.
the feather, them too.
Oh, she's
No,
another
she's
one of
gonna
them?
send. Aye,
Nice. That's cool.
and she's sending some maidens here later on, and we're gonna pay a nice little visit to the church.
Right.
We are,
Okay.
Derek. You don't have to. You don't have to go.
It's okay. I'll go.
Will you stay in the car this time and listen to me?
That's what we're doing. Is Sam around?
Nope.
Sim is nowhere to be seen
Okay,
right now.
Derek still
Is it
turns
now?
and goes, Is that what we're doing, Sim? Sim? Where's Sim?
He's away to
Sim. So Zara, I don't know if you met
Aye.
Zara, but apparently Sim went to go get her. Does it ring any bells at all for water elemental? Water elemental. That's what he said.
Yeah, she offered me a sandwich.
Wait, she's a water elemental.
Well, that's nice of her. That's what Sim said.
And he's a
Yeah, Reed came to
Jesus.
pick.
Fire. Yeah, I think I'm the one that told him I think there might be a dependency going on because she was immediately asking about him and she's fresh out of the hedge. So I'm like, it may be.
Wait a minute. He said.
Mhm.
So you should probably. So, is anybody telling Sim about this plan? Does Sim know about the plan?
Probably not. He doesn't need to know. He's got other things on his mind.
Are you sure?
I mean, you can tell him if he wants, but he has other things on his mind, Derek.
Oh, okay.
Example, a water elemental. That he will no doubt bring the boiling point, I'm sure.
I don't know how Nova's gonna feel about that, but
Mhm.
okay. Wait, is Nova coming? You said maidens.
Who is Nova? I keep hearing about her, but I do nothing about her.
Oh, she's great. We go out to the Italian place to dinner. She's one of the
The
maidens.
Italian place.
Mhm.
We should go there. We should go there at some point.
That sounds like a
nice.
good. I'm
They don't
I'm
like
good
it when
with
you eat the
Italian.
candles, though, so to make sure those aren't appetizers.
That it's okay, Derek. I think we can refrain from eating the candles, but thank you for letting us know.
You're welcome.
I don't think wax would go down so well with my beard. I don't. Yeah.
The glass is a little crunchy.
Mm. Let's finish breakfast, shall we?
And you said you weren't hungry. Eating his quiche.
Yeah.
All right. While you guys eat your quiche and talk, Sim, you pull up to the South Ward.
Okay, cool. Because, man, I swear, some of the lines are just a suggestion. So, all right. Now, all right, gets on out, locks up the car, goes and sees where, goes to check in with Reed first. Because
When you walk into Reed's office, you see Zara sitting there. She's kicking her feet.
Protection from elements.
Reed's doing, yep. Reed's doing some morning stuff. She's been slowly drinking her coffee and eating that, but the plate is still there, but you can see the remnants of her breakfast on it. She's writing in a book. You do see Zara there.
Hi. Hey there.
Hello, Sim.
Hi,
How's
Reed.
it going?
It has been a busy morning, and but yeah, I wanted to come by here and, well, meet with our hedgeling.
I would not recommend using that phrase again. Just
I'm kidding. Sorry.
it.
My bad. Sits down. My apologies. I was just trying to lighten the mood, but
I am perfectly fine. Other people might not be. Also, you know my sense of humor is a little bit dry.
so how are you doing this morning? And he's addressing Zara.
It takes her a minute to write something.
Okay.
Okay, little confused. It's been a lot.
Anything I can do to help with whatever you've got going on? Do you want to come with and take a look at the forge and place where I stay? We have some people that I could have you meet others. It's always good to meet other people and share experiences and ask them questions if you need.
She'll write, please.
Okay. I need to make a quick stop. On the way back, we're going to meet someone. They're named Spindle Clutch. They're a tunnel grub. I don't know if you know what that is. Reed, do you have a concise explanation of what those are?
So, one of the things you have not learned yet, Zara, is what seemings and kiths are. Your seeming is an elemental. Your kith is waterborne, as you come from the water.
Mm-hmm.
I am a darkling, an antiquarian specifically. And as you can see by my appearance, the black hands, the dark hair, the fact that she almost fades into the background when she's sitting there. You just almost don't notice her until she says something, or if you're trying to notice her. Darklings tend to be more in tune with being invisible, not being noticed, and blending in with the night and shadows. Tunnel grubs tended to be in very dark places and very narrow and small places. They needed to be able to move through places normal people cannot fit. So they tend to be a lot more flexible than some. But all darklings tend to be either pale-skinned or very, very dark-skinned, with darker markings or paler markings. They tend to exude an aura of invisibility, or sometimes that of something frightening. And, well, those are the ones you'll meet. The tunnel grubs are the ones you will find hiding in the pipes or in small boxes or in places that normal people can't fit.
She's trying to process all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, right, so expect him to be creepy. Got it.
I mean, not all darklings are creepy, but oftentimes they are, yes.
Okay.
Spindle might seem a little quirky, but they got, I don't know, as far as I can tell, they want to help out, they want to pitch in, they want to help deal with what's going on, so until something happens otherwise.
There's a moment, and then she'll hold up the chalkboard. Define quirky.
They'll probably address you as some type of title, like I'm young Master Sim, for example. You'll probably be addressed in a similar manner, appropriate to your to whatever you prefer, and then where we're gonna go pick them up is it's like an antique shop, and an antique shop / thrift shop / hoarder shop, kind of like there was a lot there. And
she's already getting up, trying to go.
Apparently I said the magic words. So thank you very much, Reed, for your time. And
yep.
I will have them back
Good day.
because I know that you need to arrange for them to be over at the Minstrel's Rest. So if you need anything, or if you need her for anything, don't hesitate to give me a call.
I will not. You have fun.
Okay. So as Sim and Zara are heading out to their car, Sim is going to text Dearg, Dain, Savannah, and Ro, and just like a group text, and just say, have Z picked up, heading to get Clutch, be over soon.
Okay, we're having breakfast. I think
Ro,
we have
who heard?
plans to go to the Italian restaurant with Savannah and Dain.
In the group chat, Savannah's just like, no.
Group chat. Never mind.
Okay.
Dearg gets a date. Stop.
Oh, that's great. You guys have fun. You should probably wait until after the maidens show up. They don't like it when you cancel them.
No. Savannah just looks kind of embarrassed now.
This is not in the group chat. This is happening in a conversation, right?
That was happening at
Okay,
the
good.
at the thing. But you're driving now.
Yes.
Remaining very quiet, eating his quiche, like, okay, no.
Oh no.
Nope.
Time to start
Nope.
driving.
Oh no! Am I experiencing sim driving now?
You're
For
experiencing
the second time.
the driving.
Oh my
Nova
goodness,
drove.
yes.
Nova drove the first time.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't. Sim drove. He was wiping the window clean. Reed was having a heart attack in the back seat.
Single crit for a
Do you
total of
think they're
6.
steam cleaning? Do you think they're steam
6?
cleaning that car together?
What?
Do you think they're steam cleaning that car together?
No.
I am
no,
the rug doctor, I
seat's-
guess.
The seat's good now. It's just damp enough.
I mean, you get a fire elemental and a water elemental in the same place. Steam's bound to happen.
Now, granted, because Zara's not really familiar with using her contracts, that's kind of what's happening. Zara, Sim is a fire elemental, and it's really warm in this car. Like it's warmer, and you like the
tried to roll
dampness
down
on
the
you is kind of steaming a little bit off of you, and you don't really know why, because he seems fine, because he cloaked up, so he's like, I'm good. I'm good. Whereas you're just like, why is it steaming? What the
Why
hell?
is it so hot?
I
Now, you're
practice.
not boiling or anything,
Yeah.
because he's not touching you, but it's warm enough that you're just like, ah.
Are
She's
you?
desperately trying to roll down the window.
Do,
You see the steam starting to rise off of her and fog the windows again.
do you, Zara? Do you know how to protect yourself from this? Have you? Do you, this is interesting. Okay.
Talk's all moist.
Since Sim's carrying on this conversation as
Zara rolls down the window.
yeah, Zara, but he's got a wonderful roll on the driving, so we're kicking ass getting over Spindles, and
Yeah, you are.
and so Sim will be like, I can't explain it any better, but think about how, I guess, if you can imagine or think about how the different elements can sometimes clash, and you want to maybe see a barrier between that to protect yourself. At least that's what I envision when I do what I did. That's why I'm not seemingly affected. Otherwise, I would be. So I don't know if that helps or not.
Now, Zara, you do try. You think about what Sim said, and I believe you don't actually have a dot in that contract yet. Nothing happens. Like you can feel something there. You know you have the possibility of doing that, but at the moment it is beyond your grasp to call upon what Sim is speaking about.
He'll reach up and pull back the sunroof. It's manual because it's an older car. Steam just flying out the top. So, and I'll get the spindle as fast as I can.
Yep, and you get to spindle clutch pretty quickly, given that you got a that roll was really good, and you get there safely, and you pull up in front of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Spindle clutch has been, I'm assuming, hard at work making sure that the tea for his guests is just perfect, just to the perfect temperature, the perfect sweetness, if any sweetness is warranted. Give a brief description of your shop so that we all kind of know what it looks like.
Yes, we're from the signs are very much sort of post second like hand carved.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Better?
Yes.
Wonderful. Apologies. So, the signs are like that post World War II, like solid wood background, like transitioning into the 40s, 50s theme with the neon. And it says the second hand shop. And there's two little monogrammed hands held up, one with an E and one with a G. The doors are, again, that late 40s, early 50s transitionary style with the two big metal pole handles, with a rickety set of stairs that head up. There's a brick apartment building next to it. The exterior of this building is also brick. It is the lights are on, but the open close sign is flipped to closed currently. There's also a very creepy looking set of cellar doors where the handles are all rusted, and there definitely looks like there could be a spot of blood on the handles. but the lights are on the inside, and the door is unlocked currently. If you're coming in and progressing inside, the inside of the shop is somewhere between day 3 of hoarders and like just a really packed Goodwill. There are items. The items are sorted. There's an area for clothing. There's an area for vintage like home goods. There's an area of furniture. But the largest area by far and large is the area devoted to antique toys from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's huge. It covers almost half the shop. The inside is actually lit by gas lamps as you come in. This whole shop seems to be this weird transitionary, like bits and pieces have been plucked out of different time periods and just slapped kind of everywhere. And in the middle, there is a table with 5 chairs sat around it, where there are these nice early 50s hand-knit doilies that all have teacups on them. There's a basin of sugar in the middle, and there is a still very softly, just the end of its whistle tea kettle sitting right in the middle. But there's no Spindle Clutch to be seen as of yet because he's hiding in the air duct because he's trying to pull a prank.
So, Tim, you and Zara go in, and you see what was just described. I know you missed some of it, but like a crowded Goodwill, day 3 hoarders kind of shop with this table in the middle with the teacup. Yeah, again, don't see Spindle Clutch. But you walk in, the little bell over the door, ding, ling, 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 ling.
Hello? Oh, boy. They must have stepped away, otherwise there must be... they might be curled up somewhere. But I see the tea is on, so... Trust me, this... It's no big deal. It's an interesting shop. Do you want to have some tea, or... No? Okay. Sim's gonna head towards the tea.
As you guys progress in, Spindle Clutch is going to use their darkness contract to make the shadows kind of shuffle and grow and come down and come up as from the air duct. And they're saying it like not facing the part towards the wall, so it will echo through the air ducts. You hear,
How much dirt is there in a hole which measures 2 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet?
There's no dirt in a hole.
Very well done, Master Sim.
and he just kind of like quickly like pulls himself out of the air duct and drops down.
Now,
Oh, God,
Zara,
okay,
you watching
Zara.
this?
Oh, God.
It's very boneless. It's very boneless. Like as they're pulling themselves out, it really kind of looks like they either had to break all their bones to get in there in the first place, or they just don't have them. Like it is this rubbery kind of like almost fluid motion, almost worm-like or grub-like of them coming out of the air duct towards you.
I'm sorry.
Will just...
She's gonna chuck her chalkboard at it.
Go ahead and make that roll with your dexterity and melee.
And she's crying. She is crying. Oh, that is 3 successes, baby.
Ka-chunk.
I'm guessing tiny human interrupted.
No, something else. but now there's a cat. Great. I have a cat now. Anyways,
The other entity.
you chucked that you got 3 successes. I mean, that's just enough. This chalkboard, it doesn't hurt you, but it hits you.
Can I catch it before it hits the ground?
Yeah, okay, go ahead and roll an athletics and dexterity.
She's gonna hide behind Sim now.
I'm gonna give you the chalkboard checker award.
Spindle clutches better points.
Five? Yeah. You catch it before it hits the ground. And like it's kind of that moment of it goes and then starts to fall and you just grab it.
I imagine with his extra long
What?
weird fingers, they kind of wrap all the way around.
What was the last thing you wrote on it, Zara?
Please.
It says please on it.
Spindle clutch will kind of walk across the room with it to the chalkboard that they write the daily deals on, and take the yellow and the pink pieces of chalk and use them sort of in tandem to get that like double line work effect.
Yep.
And just write, very pleasant to meet you. And I'll just walk over and sit it on the table and slide it across. And he'll leave the 2 colored pieces of chalk on the chalkboard as he
Aww.
Well, young Master Sim, now that you have solved my masterful riddle, what is it?
Sorry.
There you go.
What was that last part? Sorry, I did not catch it.
What is it that you require today?
Sim's taking mind of Zara and being like, hey, it's okay. Here's your chalkboard. Thank you, Spindle.
Your shadow is rather damp today, young Master Sim.
That's yes.
I'm used to your shadow being a bit more of a sanguine humor.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to tell him that. But yeah, as they're sipping some tea, Sim's gonna be. We have some folks that are coming up and meeting us at the Forge that were at the meeting last night. And we're gonna cover some tactics and some strategy with regards to how we're going to go at the church. Now, I know that you spent some time regarding some materials that were associated with our endeavor. I think that would be a good place maybe to share that information. I can tell you that Dain and Savannah and Ro should be there as well, meeting with us along with the others. So, and Zara is along to meet new people, see how things are in the community here, because they are very, very new. Very new.
Welcome back home, Zara. We are quite the motley, as it were, but it is wonderful to have you back within the realm of moderate enjoyment.
She'll just reach for her little chalkboard, erase the please. Whatever. She'll write, it'll take some getting used to being back.
Well, as I very much agree with that sentiment, perhaps you would like to peruse the clothing section? I always find that a good change of clothes often brightens my outlook on things.
It's a good question. What is Zara wearing right now?
pair of yoga pants and a tank top. That was all she was given at the Freehold.
Okay.
And a sweater. There was a sweater, but
And a sweater.
it's San Diego, so it's still hot even in the winter.
Yeah.
The entirety of my stock is availed to you. Feel free to take this as a gift from me for re-entering the world of the dreamers.
She'll just go wander off, go peruse the clothing, because she is very confused by this being in front of her. Very confused.
Now,
Fair.
young Master Sim, while I have your ear privately, what is it that you intend to do with this church, as you say?
Well, the main things that we're thinking about right now is how we can mobilize the rest of the community to take it down. To take it down and to take it on. But do so in a way that minimizes, well, we're not seeking direct conflict with the church if we can absolutely avoid it. We're looking to dismantle their resources, take out some of their key players, which we've done already. But mainly covert surgical strikes and kind of take them out from within is our hope. Now, we've put together a lot of information and we've knocked heads with a lot of people to try to come up with a plan on how to do this, but it's still going to take a lot. And there's a lot of people coming together with a lot of different skills and talents that they're bringing to the table. And that's what we're meeting a little later today on.
Young Master Sim, I have been to war more than once. My young friend, have you ever had the misfortune?
No, I've never had the misfortune. I've just been an artist. I just wanted to create stuff.
Tell me, what is it like to see the world through those eyes yet? Unstained by the atrocities of war.
It's both something that I wish I didn't have to undertake, but at the same time I understand that I have to. Otherwise our way of life is done. This church is the strangest thing.
I agree. It is much like the first time that I went to war. Very much like that. There are some things which crop up which defy even our greatest expectations of the hatred and unreasonability of men.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you there.
You will speak about the load that you are bearing in the future. And whenever you are ready, your door is always open, young Master Sim.
All right. I'll take that into consideration. Thank you.
Spindle Clutch will pick up their tea, drink it.
Yeah. Sim's having his cup as well. Gets it down, drains it down, and kind of leans over and checks in on Zarya, where whatever she's up to.
She's snooping through the clothing, trying to find anything that catches her fancy.
I mean, you got yoga pants already, though. Isn't that like the pinnacle of clothing?
It is the pinnacle of her. She loves her yoga pants. Don't judge her.
Did you have any sort of idea as for when you would like to set off, Master Sim?
Set off from here? Yeah, we should get going here real soon. Because I have some things that I still need to take care of at the forge before. We have a group of courtless showing up. We also have some maidens. And we're going to be...
Maidens, eh?
Yes.
Laying the field, young Master Sim.
it's not those types of maidens. So, but yeah.
Retell, why are they called maidens?
Go ahead.
You'd have to ask the Winter Court royals why they called their soldiers maidens.
Yes. They're from the Winter Court, and probably have to ask them specifically. And they'll probably give you a great answer, but they're their soldiers. So.
I didn't ask the Wind Nobles precious little, for they look at me sideways on the best of days.
Oof. That's unfortunate.
When I go sideways, it's hard to look at me straight on, eh?
True enough.
Very good.
Yeah, let's go check on Zara, and then we could get going. Hey, Zara, did you find anything that you like? Anything catching your eye?
She probably found a couple oversized sweaters for later on.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that one there, I have it on good authority that was actually a gift from Marlon Brando to one of his mistresses.
Puts it right back.
Okay.
You're not a fan of Brando by any means, or perhaps it is that it was a gift for a mistress, which is what has made your aversion.
Should just take it back off the rack.
There's one more thing I would like to fetch for you. I think it would be perfect for you. Give me one moment.
And Spindle Clutch will make their way over to the antique section. And with a rather strained oof, we'll pick up an old waxed phonogram machine and bring it over. And sit it down.
Are you familiar with one of these machines? A relic of time gone by.
Would I know what a phonogram is?
What your poetry and writing, not music, right?
Correct.
Then probably not.
Sorry, there's not an alley to ask. I'm just kidding.
She'll shake her head no, not knowing what this is.
If you take one of these,
And he'll slide the drawer on the side out that has 6 wax cylinders in it.
each of these cylinders are much like your one. What is it that the children listen to these days? Cassette tapes. And you load them onto the crank here. And once the crank is ready, it will turn them, and you see that needle there. That needle there will then, in turn, make sound from the horn here. I personally retrieved this from Germany as a younger man. Let us just say it was in the possession of someone who did not deserve such a beautiful noise.
She'll write on the chalkboard, they don't use cassette tapes anymore.
Then what do the children listen to these days?
Spotify.
Spotify, yes.
She'll write the phonetic Spotify.
Spotify. That... Are you playing a prank on me? That sounds like it's from Star Trek. I've seen that show.
It's an app on the phone that plays music.
I think we've maybe lost.
Play music. What is happening right now? Are you getting one over on me, Miss Sarah? Is this repayment for my riddle prank?
No, I'm being absolutely serious. Of course, it's writing it.
Absolutely serious. It is a joke. Oh, good. Oh, that's
Okay.
lovely.
We could come back and listen to. We could come back and listen to this sometime. Obviously, keep it here in the shop and keep it safe, or unless there's a place somewhere we put it. But Zara, maybe perhaps once you have your place of residence sorted out, then you can start putting some stuff into it that you like. So.
And as I am naturally curious about these sort of things, as I am a keeper of one of the courts in the city, do you have any formal allegiance, my dear, with any of the courts? Well, if you would ever like to hear anything about the Autumn Court, my door is always open.
All right. You guys pack up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long has Sim been gone at this point?
Oh, Sim.
Not too bad.
At this point, for Dearg, too long. However, it's only been about 45 minutes, and they're compiling back into their car. You guys are still sitting at the. You finished. Savannah starts doing the dishes. She cleans up after herself. So you guys have had your breakfast. She's cleaning up. Ro has run off to go look at yin and yang in her terrarium that Sim got for her at the Goblin Market.
Yeah, and it's drying the dishes as they're being washed up.
Yeah, Derek's like,
That's what you do.
Do you need help with anything? Or
Well, I
Right,
made the
right.
mess, so yeah.
What about you, Derek? How you feeling? The fact you said you didn't want to eat after telling me you ate glass is a bit worrying.
It's the yellow green, because green. It's too. I'm gonna call Sim and see where Sim's at, and Derek's gonna
Ring, ring, ring. You are leaving the shop. You're getting Spindle clutching his bike in your car. Zara in the car.
Hey, Dearg.
Hey. Where you at? You missed breakfast.
Oh, yeah. So, I picked up something along the way. Actually, I just had some tea and maybe some crumpets. I think they were crumpets. It was over at Spindle's place. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way with Clutch and Zara. Remember Zara?
Yeah, with the sandwich. Yeah.
The sandwich. Yep, sandwich girl. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sandwich girl. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm heading back. Heading back there right now. Yeah, I'm on my way.
So I'll see you when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich girl. What?
Yeah, she came in through the hollow and offered me a sandwich.
How did she get
I
in?
wasn't hungry though. I don't know. She shouldn't have been able to, but she just kind of showed up, and then we called Reed.
Fair enough.
Reed fixed it. So they got in the car, and they took off, and that's the last time I saw her.
But you're saying everything's green. What do you mean by that?
It's not red. Green.
Do you want to go back to your rug?
Maybe for just a little bit. Let me know when Sim shows up. And Derek's gonna go huddle on his rug.
And Dan's gonna play with his fucking ring.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's silver. And he knows your aversion to silver, so he's trying to hide it from your eyes. Just by doing that there. Just covering his hand like that.
Yep.
His cord emblem ring, he's covering it with his finger. What's the matter with him?
Give me a second. It's morning. So I think that Dearg, well, okay. We all got some things, right?
Right.
I think the colors is one of Dearg's. I think he's just He feels colors, I think, is what it. I think. Ro would probably know a little better. She's talking to her spiders, but yeah, I think he's just having a moment. Yeah.
Is he going to be detrimental to us in the future? If he's acting like that,
I don't think he's going to be detrimental to us in the future, acting like that. Just because he sees colors doesn't necessarily feels colors. Everyone sees colors. What in the world am I talking about? Feels colors. I didn't put anything in that quiche. I just haven't had enough coffee today, man. Again, I have toxin resistance. Like, things don't affect my system the way they do everybody. I have to have like 3 times as much of everything as everybody else.
I don't know how you page I got it fucking polypetrol bombs. You're gonna have to teach me that little trick of yours at some point.
I probably can, actually. But yeah, no, I don't think Dearg is going to be a detriment, at least not where the church is concerned, which at the moment is what we're doing. Now, what he's got going on with the magic stick, that might be that might be a detriment, but I mean,
Where do you and Rose stand on that? What's your stance on that whole fucking thing?
Ro made a deal with Sim, so
Which was
that she would help protect Dearg.
Bollocks.
We didn't know your status. We didn't know the status of anyone else. Freehold, they helped. They've been helping us.
No, I understand. Still,
but
though.
I, have to help Ro because she said she'd help Dearg. So.
Oh, I'll just stand here and scratch my bollocks the entire fucking time.
Can I watch?
You can fucking help if you want, but still, you know where you go, I go.
Yeah, I know.
What time do you want to leave? Do you want to wait for Sim and this Zarya girl and Clutchy to turn up before we head and see the Trinity? That way everyone knows what everyone's doing.
Yeah. I think it would also give them the chance or opportunity if for some reason they needed to see her in on Dearg, said that they can too. We can all just go in one go, and if they don't need to go, then we can just leave.
However, I'd rather less people come to see Odo as possible. I don't want another Cassidy situation on our hands.
We can take separate cars.
With so many people.
We could take separate cars, and then after we get done talking to Trinity, again, if anyone else needs to, we can take off and let them know that we had a meeting with Rebel at the ferryman.
Don't kill her. The last thing we need right now is a fucking court imploding on itself.
Yeah. but point being is we can take separate cars and everyone can go their separate ways after Trinity. And if someone's like, "Oh, we'll come with you," we can just be like, no.
Well, it's sort of needed Trinity to come with us. So that's if she agrees to come with us.
Yeah, she'll have to take her own car though, because we don't have the.
No, we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have a windowless van.
I mean, maybe we can all pile in the back of that van.
That's a possibility. We could probably do that.
But I swear to God, if there's sweets inside of that or candy inside that van, I'm getting the fuck out.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to be in the back of that van if it had candy in it either.
It taught me a proper lesson when I was a child.
All right. You finish washing the dishes with Savannah, and that's about the time that Sim, Zarya, and Spindle Clutch pull up to the shop.
She's just gonna get out of the car because she's a little steamy. A little steamy.
Great question.
Car ride was a little steamy. Yeah.
Would Sim have been amenable to Spindle Clutch riding in one of his pockets?
It's a bit dangerous.
If riding with Sim is dangerous, just in general.
I mean,
Yeah,
right in
I'd
the
be
same
okay with
guy's
that.
pocket.
How comfortable is Spindle Clutch with heat?
I mean, they're... When they were in... It's not comfortable, but it's not...
Okay.
Unbearable.
They're as uncomfortable as most people are with heat. I guess is the way that
So,
I meant to say
you-
that, but it came out way more complicated.
That's okay. You slip into Spindle Clutch, you slip into Sim's pocket. And it's warm.
Ooh.
It's super warm. Like you're anyways, you're and you know what Sim's you know that Sim has at least one kiss that is the Fireheart kiss. Like you know at least that much, and you know that fire elementals are far warmer. Just they run more hot than normal people, anyways. But being this close to Sim's person, it's so much more apparent that he is far hotter than a normal human, and
Sure is.
it's not burning you. He's not burning you, but it's definitely warm. You're very toasty, sweating almost inside this pocket. And now your pocket is damp, Sim.
Oh, pocket sweat. No.
Pocket sweat.
However, Spindle Clutch does have their arm out, like underhand gripping the wheel, helping Sim drive the whole time.
That's a pedestrian. That's a curb. That's a stop sign. God damn it, there's no brake on this thing.
You see this, Zara. Car is steaming. You see this hand coming out of Sim's pocket, just extra limbs hanging onto the steering wheel.
Oh no. She's God, that's terrible.
She's like,
pull up.
I might die in this car.
As soon as the car comes to a stop, like, just clutches mouth, like, Elastigirls out of the pocket.
No big fight out of the car.
It's quite warm in here. It's quite warm.
You okay, Zara?
She just noped right out of the car.
Nope.
Yep.
The car steams a little as Zara gets out.
I bought a squeegee, so I'm
We'll
just like
puff
just the
a
inside of the window so I can see while I'm driving. All right, and then close up the car, and we'll head on in and get everybody into the forge and meet up with Dain.
All right.
As soon as they're inside,
You guys go in?
Clutch just...
Spindle Clutch is a little sweaty when you guys see him. Just a little bit. Like he comes out of his pocket, he's slightly sweaty. Just like a glisten of uncomfortably warm in that pocket.
Warm. So, how do you do it? It's your pockets. I've heard of these hot pockets before, but I was under the impression they were a food source.
Someone say Hot Pockets.
Oh,
Hey,
young man.
I thought you weren't hungry.
I'm not, but I mean, it's barely like a snack.
Hey, Dearg.
Hi. Oh, hey again.
Hey, Dain.
Why is he glistening?
In your Mr. Sim's pocket. And it's quite
Oh,
Why,
that happened.
why did you go into it? Why did you go into his pocket and not the back seat of the car?
young Mr. Dain wasn't thinking very clearly at the time, obvious.
Has everyone been drinking this morning but me? I'm very offended.
Hey,
All I have
I
is
made
tea.
breakfast.
I start every morning
Absolutely
with
lovely.
a glass of red wine. You know that by now.
Glass of red wine.
I mean, it explains a lot now, to be honest with you.
Are you supposed to start with
Nah.
the
Yes,
red
yes,
wine?
you especially.
No!
No,
Glass of red wine, young master.
Dearg.
Yeah.
Glass, no, just down the hatch.
No.
Glass is too
Crunchy.
For that, or it would wake up them.
It's so low.
Okay.
Let's
Don't
crunch.
drink in the morning.
Your dishware, your dinnerware budget must be astronomical. I don't envy you, Sam.
Goodwill.
And that you would go to a good one.
Zara, I forgot to ask this.
Master Dearg.
Are you hungry? Do you need some food?
Do you need a sandwich? I can make you a sandwich.
We have another mascot visit.
Whee!
I have a cat now.
I love
Perfect.
that. Perfect.
Spindle Clutch will just lean over towards something.
Be
Oh,
prepared
Salem.
for there to be a pancake somewhere in that set. It's always a surprise.
I'm gonna go to the living room and sit down because I want nothing to do with this kitchen as it explodes around me by a bunch of ravenous fucking whatever the hell is going on here.
Okay. Why would you suggest why would you suggest a pancake sandwich in front of him?
It's very
Go to the kitchen.
Microphone.
Yes, sorry about that. I'm very quiet when I want to be, as I just proved. So, mind yourself.
I have very good hearing.
I know you do, but yeah, maybe it's distracted this time.
Dearg does. Dearg goes into the kitchen and makes that same sandwich that she offered to him, and then walks up and waves it in her face like she did to him.
She looks a little confused as to what.
It's,
I think she'll take the sandwich normally. I don't think you need to do anything special to it.
she was very, very generous when she offered hers, so I'm just...
He's just gonna pop his head around the corner like, how is he giving her the sandwich? Oh, right.
She'll just take the sandwich
Right.
You need something to
and
drink.
write
like-
thank you, and I was trying to use it was a weapon last night.
Do you write that all out?
How? Question. Real quick question that I need to know so that Zara can know. After Dearg's bloodbath that Sim kind of helped him clean up for, how clean would you say Dearg
No.
is?
Oh no!
There's blood on that sandwich. There's
Nope,
blood
she
on
put it
that
the
sandwich,
counter.
Zara.
Put it on the counter. Nope, she ate it. Nope, right on the counter.
And there's yeah, you can see it flaked off, and yeah.
On the counter.
Yeah, so it'll be there
Way
when
to
you
go,
want
keep
it.
young Master
He's
Dain
gonna go
company.
sit down in the living room.
Oh,
Locked on the
Dane's
floor.
like stared by the door, watches the thing, just going, and it's us against the world. It's the end of the world as I know it. It's the end.
Yeah, pretty sure we had
New
some
one.
questions for you guys. Dain and I had a question. For all of you. We're gonna go see Trinity. Did anyone need to talk to her?
It has been some time since I've had the grace of meeting the Trinity in all of their majesty. I would not be opposed.
I have the magazines that they asked for, and a movie. I don't know if they have a TV though, but we'll figure that out.
I have something that I would like to ask after with the Trinity, so yes, I would be interested in attending.
And what about her?
Zara.
Zara doesn't know who the Trinity is and has no idea who the hell you're talking about at all.
I know. I'm
Young Master Dain, mind your manners with the lady.
What about the young lady?
Much better.
Sim will sit down next to Zara and go, the Trinity is an entity, set of individuals that, and they're for lack of a better term, or perhaps it is the best term, they're an oracle of sorts. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
There's a little bit of a smile.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that she'll write down is like the oracles of Delphi.
Mm-hmm.
What's an oracle of Daphne?
To young Master Sim's account, it's not an individual. They are all three of them are one. They are not separate in any means of the word. They are one entity together.
Thank you, Spindle. My apologies. They are comprised of three, but act as one.
Yeah, and they
So,
don't
like,
live
the
in
face.
Daphne. They live in the whole.
So like the face.
Yes.
Yes,
I think.
they are rather Nornish. Yes.
Honestly, it
I
might
feel
not.
called out right now.
Honestly, it might not be a bad idea. You could actually talk with them, maybe get some insight into your situation, if they're willing to give you that.
Y'all realize the reason me and Savannah are going is so we can kidnap her and bring her somewhere else, right? Not
Oh
kidnap
my
her.
God,
What?
Why are we
Dane!
kidnapping?
We're
I am-
not.
I'm aware
This
that
is
we're
why
looking
you-
to relocate.
They're,
Yeah, we're
they're
not
not supposed
kidnapping
to go
anyone.
outside. Like it
Rogue
makes them
starts
upset,
giggling
but
madly.
But they do want to, so I don't.
Well,
is
the
it
only-
kidnapping if you want to go.
Derek, come
We're
on.
not
Very
kidnapping.
The only one who's
Her-
kidnapping anyone is me.
Dane,
She's gonna
look
get up
what
and
you
go to the
got.
bathroom. She's gonna get up and go to the bathroom.
Fuck no!
The
Use the other
bathroom is
bathroom.
Young They know you've
The
upset the young
bathtub
lady.
is filled with blood. Just
No,
filled.
that was drained. Sim drained it,
That's
but it's covered in
I haven't
It's
had a chance
covered
to
in blood.
clean it up yet. It's drained.
There's a scream from the bathroom
I-
before too long. There's a scream.
I clutching me saying what I said, not the blood. That's what upset the wee girl.
Were
Why?
it not for you setting the boulder in rolling motion, then the scream from the bathroom never perhaps would have occurred
Oh,
until
Clutchy,
later.
hang on a minute. How the fuck? I wasn't the one moving a bloody sandwich in her face. Hang on.
True.
Sandwich
It is
wasn't
true.
bloody. It was peanut butter.
Young Master Dearg,
Derek, you are covered in blood.
I know it's great.
young Master Dearg, it is
Oh,
a slight impoliteness to wave a sandwich in a lady's face.
I was just. She
Sim,
waved hers
I'm
in
going to
mine,
go and
so
check
I
on
would
Zara and
do her
make
a
sure she's
favor.
okay. I'm going. As soon as the screaming started, I'm headed over there going, what the fuck?
As I was saying, Derek, we're bringing the Trinity from where she is to another hold so I can interrogate someone. We told you this earlier on. You were part of the conversation.
Yeah, but now we're kidnapping her.
We're not.
Totally
It's a
different.
it's not. It's a joke. We're asking her to come with us.
Okay, alright.
I'm going to roll manipulation, intimidation to say we're never kidnapping anybody.
All right. Sim, you go to check on Zara. She is in the bloody bathroom, screaming in all the blood.
I'm so sorry.
She just points. All she can do is just point at it.
Yeah, super sorry. This was left over when we tried the Shining theme for Halloween, so it just...
Roll a manipulation there, Sim.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. So,
Are
no.
you though? Are you though?
Yes. Yes. Sorry, listen, we have... I have another bathroom you can use, a guest bath. This is something left over from Dearg. Dearg needs to have this. It's just we get it from we get it from legitimate sources. It's not something like,
You
we we go and he's a red cap. You've ever heard of those?
you've seen his hat. You've seen his hat.
I mean,
You
she would know
know
what a
the-
red cap is because where she was
Mhm.
backpacking.
Okay.
Yep. You also you saw Dearg's hat just like bleeding when you first entered the hollow.
Cream wet. Absolutely drenched. Best
Okay.
bath ever.
There's a little whine coming from her at the realization, and it's like,
I'm sorry, Zara. This is a whole lot. This is a whole lot to take, and I'm just trying to get you introduced to people and get. Oh my gosh, I got a different bathroom you can use. Here, follow me. I have one over by the forge actually, so I'll be right back, guys. And I'm gonna
Aye. Take your time.
Dearg, what is your wits and insight total pool? Okay, so you believe Dain when he says never ever kidnapping.
No, I think the Trinity would like a little vacation because they never get to go out because of how things work. It upsets people because it doesn't make sense. So, hold on, I'm gonna remember what Reed said. It doesn't make sense to their brains what so they have to stay in their house. So I think it'd be good.
I understand you, Dearg, but like I said, I don't kidnap people.
You said
That's what the keepers do. I know what I said. It was a joke. I don't kidnap people.
We were joking. We're gonna ask her, Dearg. We're gonna ask her if she doesn't want to go.
Saying that
Hi.
That being said, she does rely on that rather trollish companion of hers. Are we inviting him along as well?
Of course, he's the one driving the van.
I hope the van has a
Easton.
good suspension.
You remember his name, Dearg. His name is Easton.
Easton and I are good. I could probably ask him if he wanted to come too.
I mean, he has to be the one to drive her from A to B.
I hope the van has good suspension then, because it is quite a large drone.
He's the one who drives her from A to B.
Yeah, he was at Dearg. He was at the meeting. He's the one that brought Trinity. He picked her up. He carried her.
Well,
I can help with that, I guess.
We're good.
we should inspect that suspension, because with as many people as we're getting into a car now, we might need a tune-up ourselves.
No, it'll only be me, Savannah, Ro, and Trinity will go into this thing.
I mean, not that a lady likes to talk about her weight, but fucking look at me.
What's wrong with your weight?
Well, it's all muscle, but muscle weighs a lot.
Am I to understand that all of the auto court but its keeper are invited then, young Master Dain?
Ro's not autumn court, she's spring.
Hi.
I like your flowers. They're nice.
Forgive me, I failed to make the distinction. Well, with all of that cleared up, how did the meeting with the kings go, young Master Dain?
I mean, most of them are behind us. I don't see any reason they shouldn't be. Although they all want their own evidence. That's why Cameron sent in some of her people. As well as the courtless. And I'll be bringing them to the church later on. Although you could help me with that there. I need someone to do a little digging.
Well, I am quite adept at finding my way through a hole, so digging is naturally a specialty.
How are you at making them?
I have talents, yes.
Yeah, but I don't think jumping over the fence is exactly the wisest idea.
The easiest way, if I'm being truthful, is probably the same way I got out when they attacked the Freehold, unfortunately.
Aye, but I can't fit through the bog. Spindle clutch.
This is correct. However, I may have a workaround there if you need to get inside as well.
Archie, are you telling me you're going to go into this church on your own with their heightened security?
Oh, no. I'm much too much of a coward to do that, young Master Dain. Make no mistake.
I wouldn't call you a coward, but go ahead.
I flushed myself down the toilet. Dain, what does that make me?
A floater?
Entirely, if I would have so chosen. Anyway, back to the point.
Savannah's like dying. She has had to walk away so she doesn't laugh too hard.
If I can get into the sewage system, back it up properly, we may be able to flush them out, creating an opportunity for us to get in.
I see what you did there,
Operation
but I would much
Shitstorm.
rather not wade through shite.
Well,
Besides, how are we getting in? What are we going to do? Dress up like fucking repairmen? Oh, we're here to clean your toilets for you.
No, use the confusion. It's inside. That was the... should have been unnoticed. During
You
the
assume it's going.
hum-up.
You assume that'll work. We don't know how well their sewage system is.
Well, what is your
We don't know
plan,
how good it is.
young Master Dain?
I haven't got one yet.
Well, you obviously asked me if I could dig a hole, so what was after that? Do I just dig a hole and you hop in, and then... was that the plan?
Then we follow you till we're under the church. Probably.
We may need to contact a burrower for that, but I can dig, just not as quick as a burrower.
Tunnel grab.
You did meet the miner.
With an E for our viewing audience. That's minor with an E.
Yes.
Sorry.
18
Yeah,
plus
like
3.
pickaxe, getting coal, canary,
Yeah.
that minor, yes.
Just for clarity's sake. All right.
I appreciate the clarity.
That's
I didn't
okay.
even think. I
I'm
didn't
picking
even
up
think
what
about-
you're
yes,
putting down.
with an
It's all
E.
good.
Got it. Sim and Zara, where did you guys go real quick?
Well, here's Sim's gonna take her through. She's gonna see part of the store. So you're going to see a bunch of different artistic creations, metalworking, cutlery, some weapons that are decorative, some paintings, works with ceramics, and different stuff. And then you're actually brought by to where there is a bathroom located near the forge, and the forge is cold and not in service at the moment, but yeah, it's got that blacksmith sort of smell and kind of ambience about it. And you're gonna see a lot of stuff that's either in progress, commissions, orders that are working on, and it's all sorts of things that are of metal based craftsmanship. And then you're brought to a bathroom with no blood.
With no blood.
Yes.
Very clean. It's a very clean bathroom.
At best it's got some smudges from like just his work.
So, soot and iron shavings.
Mm-hmm.
Not iron, sorry. Metal
Not iron.
shavings that are not iron. You
iron
can't have
shavings.
iron.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All alloys.
All alloys. My bad.
Mhm.
As soon as I said it, I went, what?
Yeah, that would be kind of fucked if you were a changeling trying to do like iron work.
That will be real fucked.
That would be sad. That'd be so sad.
Gotta make them gates.
Too many people in one room.
He's gonna nod back. He's all like, yeah, it gets everybody's really excited, and everybody's got a lot of adrenaline pumping about the situation that we're facing, which I need to tell you about. I still need to tell you.
The church.
Yeah. Well, what do you know about the church? What have you
Nothing.
been told? Nothing. In a nutshell, the church is a group, an organization that's basically been founded by an individual who has surrounded himself with others that share a vision of basically hating us and are wanting to eradicate our kind. And the process by which they're doing it is they are making facsimiles of us. They're creating false changelings. They may look like us, they may act like us, they may be even able to replicate some of our abilities, but they're not us. And they have essentially built a army of these individuals, and they also have, as best as we can determine, as Dain loves to say, a nuclear option. Basically something that's, we presume, is utterly devastating to us. We're trying to stop them. We're trying to take them out before anything else bad happens. It's not the best situation to come walking into, I know. I'm sorry for that.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, they say.
Yeah. Could I see your chalkboard for a second? Sim's gonna walk over to his bench, take out a measuring tape. Okay. Make some quick notations. Hand it back. Then while you're using the restroom, he's going to sketch out a frame that he'll make for it.
Oh!
Oh.
And then,
All right.
And then when you're back out, we'll ready and we'll rendezvous with everyone else back in the house.
Yeah, with loud people.
Yeah.
Because we got to go.
Upon their return.
Yep.
Upon their return, is everyone ready to go see Trinity?
I'm driving.
Your car cannot fit this many. You got Savannah, Rose, Spindle, Clutch. I mean, he could be in a pocket. So you are going to have to take a second car.
Sure, I'll let them all drive with Sim. They all know what they're doing.
We're gonna have to get crash helmets at some point.
We don't have to rush there, so I can take my time.
To be fair, Dearg, I think you need a crash helmet in general.
Why?
Just so you can headbutt people.
No, my head's real thick. Although, would
Ah.
it protect the beanie?
It would, aye.
I might have to look into that.
The beanie.
It might
protection.
also trap some of that moisture in.
Would.
So it wouldn't dry out as... I like that idea. Okay, yeah, okay, alright, cool. Crash helmet. I'll remember
Yes.
that next paycheck. I haven't worked in a couple days, actually, though, so that might be...
The shop has not been open for a couple
The
of
shop
days.
is suffering. We need to get back on track. I need to hire more people.
Oh, by the way, Sim, you do have a couple of emails. You don't really have time to check them, but you sent out those emails later in the night yesterday. You have some back. You just don't really have time to check them at the moment. So
I need a secretary. An administrative assistant. Sorry.
yeah, Savannah had to call into work too. Like she had to go. Like she has her job at the zoo that she had to call into. So.
I feel so Peter Parker. It's like we're trying to save the world, but we got jobs we got to do. Great.
All right.
Okay.
You guys get ready.
Yeah, we're gonna pile in.
You
Restart shuffling.
pile in. What was that?
Restart shuffling in a really quick. Spindle Clutch is gonna take Savannah to the side.
Oh.
Mistress Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to tell me the information that I have not been made aware of. There seems to be more of a plan here than I've been alerted to.
There isn't actually. We're gonna meet with some people, and we're gonna take them to the church so that they want their own proof. Like that's what it is. They didn't believe us, or they didn't want to believe us, or they didn't want to help unless they had like concrete proof that people. And so we told them that if they wanted to take the chance to get the proof, to just come with us to do it at the meeting, because there's a couple real salty people, let me tell you. Like they were just. Anyways, so they agreed to come. So we're meeting with the maidens. Those are Queen Cameron's people, the maidens of the Winter Court, and we're meeting with the courtless for sure. And we're gonna come up with a plan, but we're gonna plan with them. They're gonna come, and we're make a game plan, and then a couple other people are showing up, and then we're gonna go to the church to get the proof we need. And then once we do that, the South Ward has a bunch more people going to it, and they're going to meet there to make a game plan. I don't know what their game plan is going to be because they're going to talk to Reed about it. But
You said there was a lot of information. There wasn't a lot of information that I didn't know, but you just let me know a lot of information that I did not know. So
I thought you knew that.
no, it's quite all right.
Oh, well, shit. I'm sorry.
Quite all right, young lady. Oh, what? Language, young lady.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I definitely. Maybe we just assumed we informed everybody. I should probably go tell Dearg. I don't know if we told him all of that either.
I'm not as well informed as I once was, unfortunately, with our court structure seemingly crumbling.
Well, Cameron was a friend of Val's. You would actually know that. Cameron is a friend of Val's, and Val had called on her for help, but the message was never delivered. So
who was the messenger? Do you remember?
Pippin, and you remember Pippin. Pippin came to you. Pippin, her ears clicked kind of strange, and she was a little not changeling-like. You wrote her down as a beast runner swift because that's what she claimed to be. But your assistant, Levi, who is no longer with us, had started making notes in the book, saying things like, this is wrong, it's not right. Like he had taken your book and started altering your what you had written upon their first entry, because he started noticing strange things about the group that had come in.
I should have.
And Pippin was supposed to deliver the message. Yeah.
Very well.
Well,
thank you, Mr. Savannah. Well, make our expeditious exit, as it were. Might I ride in your pocket?
I mean, at least until we get there.
Wonderful. I just don't like it.
Sure.
It's too open out there. Any manner of beast can come down and swipe me up.
I mean, that's fair. But yeah, once we get there, I assume you're gonna come on out.
Yes, very much so.
Then that's okay. I'm okay with that.
We'll hop in a jacket pocket.
All right.
Not as hot.
You guys pile in to your cars. Separate cars. Savannah does tell Dain.
You want me to
Spindle
drive
clutches
them?
with me. Spindle clutches with me till we get to Trinity.
Well, that's fine.
What? I just didn't want him hopping out and surprising you, because I know that was your plan, Spindle Clutch.
You're muted, but yeah.
You're a practical joker, and we know it.
Ruin all my fun, folks.
If you had tried that there while I was driving, I would have had Ro eat you.
Would not have been the first time I've been bitten by a wild thing.
Fair.
That's disturbing.
I had many adventurous years as a young man, young Master Dain. Perhaps sometime, but I shall entreat you to a story.
Clutchy, when I want to talk about the Bronze Age, I'll ask. But right now, we gotta go places.
He does it as a sign of affection.
I know he does.
Bronze Age.
He'll just recede back into the pocket.
So Dearg, Savannah leans down.
Yeah.
Dain argues is a sign of affection.
That's his
Oh,
love
cool.
language.
That's good to know. That makes a lot of sense. He must really like me.
Oh, yeah,
Betty?
By the way, how's your seat looking? Awfully clean, isn't it? Just
What?
walks off.
What? What?
It got
Tim.
steamed clean. I'm sorry.
Walked up his car.
Savannah, Roe, and Spindle Clutch hop in your car with you, Dain. You go out to the car, Dearg, and that seat is looking far more clean than it did the last time. The headrest where you're...
I'm so sorry. I'm super sorry, Dearg, but the car got soaked and I had to take the opportunity to steam clean it. So
Toot.
I know.
Takes off and then stops the car, realizing he has to follow these two.
Roe knows the way. Roe's been there before.
There you go.
Yeah. Dearg will just grab the keys in the driver's seat.
You're in the driver's seat anyway, so
It's okay.
Wants to watch this as well.
It's fine.
10 and 2.
Yeah. 10 and 2. With the speed limit, we stop at least. Yeah. Zarya's driving with Dearg at the wheel, so we might actually make it there.
It's very sensible driving. Very sensible. It takes a little bit longer. You can see Sim in the back seat. Just, it's a suggestion, you know. You can go at least 5 over the speed limit, Dearg. It's not gonna.
That's not what the manual says, Sim. That's not what the manual says.
No. See,
No,
when you count,
Zara writes on the chalkboard, stop fussing at him. Stop it.
but when it hits yellow, you can count to 5. You count off to 5. You'll get through the box before it turns red.
In all caps.
It's an always stop. It's an always stop. You only need to stop if there are other cars. Okay, like you can just go. If no one's there, you can go straight through it. Who's gonna stop you?
Why the fuck's he driving so slow? What the fuck's going on?
Bro is just like
Dearg
Dearg.
was rolling out of the car
Dearg.
and everything.
What did Zara write on her chalkboard? Did you tell Sim to stop fussing?
Stop fussing and literally almost shove it in his face.
Okay,
okay. Ro peeks at you and is just like, Dearg drives the speed limit.
Wait, but why is there smoke coming out from inside the car?
That's right.
Elementals.
We're in the back and there's steam coming out everywhere. Gosh.
Must be like a fucking rainforest in that fucking thing.
Perhaps they found a nice cigar, young Master Dain.
What sort of cigars are you smoking that comes out like that there? Fuck me.
I was in Vietnam. I've smoked many good cigars.
What war weren't you fucking in?
Oh, the last 2, I was too old.
Fair enough.
And even though it takes a lot longer and Sim is just grinding his teeth in the back seat,
Safely.
you make it
I'm grinding safely.
to that familiar house.
Safe grinding is important. Practice safe grinding.
Yes.
Familiar to some of you. It's a fairly nice looking house. In a better part of the city. It's not quite just like one of those suburbs where all the houses are cut and paste. This one looks a little bit more custom, done up. It's got these pillars kind of at the front, and it's got these nice like hedge bushes, very clean manicured hedge bushes that lead up like on a brick path up to the front door. Ro has already gotten out and bolted for the door.
Let me stop the fucking car, bro. Jeez.
She's right on top of things. Sorry.
Roll up all the
I
windows.
fucking
Rolls it back down.
She'll wait for us to knock. It's fine. She stands on the
just
porch,
walk
No,
behind
bouncing
Will.
up and down.
You can't leave the car with the windows down or someone's gonna take it.
You know what? If someone takes my car, fucking good luck to them.
That's what the information.
Nobody wants Sim's car.
Okay.
It's too damp inside.
Get out.
It's the moist
They're
mobile.
Nobody wants the moist car. You're gonna get in and be like, nope, it's California. There's no reason this car should be wet.
The moist mobile. There we go.
Anyway,
Nasty. All right,
Oh,
you go up. You knock on the door. That familiar ogre, which everybody but Zara has seen at this point,
Oh, before we
opens the door.
if I may, I'm just going to mention about the ogre and their name to Zara before we get there. I'm going to try and mention as many details. As Sid
Prepare her.
remembers. Yeah.
He's a big ogre. He's far bigger than Dearg. Very muscular, has some tattoos along his body. Very bulbous head and face. Real nice dude. Name's Easton. So he opens the door, and when I say like big, he's got meat cleaver hands. They're enormous. Opens the door fairly delicately for how big his hands are. Hello again.
hi.
You're right.
Hi, Easton.
We're here to see them. I brought the magazines and the movies.
Are
They'll
you
like
sure they're
that.
gonna? I want to check those magazines or put them over a radiator for a bit.
Oh, shoot. They're soggy.
Why?
Dang it.
It's the
Were they in
blood,
a
isn't it?
bag?
Yeah.
They were in a bag. Then,
Probably.
aside from a little bit of blood on them, they're okay.
They're just
But-
a little moist. It's fine.
Just a little moist. So Easton moves out of the way this time for you guys, allowing you all to come into the foyer of the home.
Similar.
It has that like chessboard pattern flooring, the tile flooring that's black and white.
I was just going to say Zim will introduce Zara to Easton and mention this is Zara. She is new to us and to here, and she's along.
Hello, Zara.
and Spindle Clutch will spring like those like snake gags, like the snake in the toffee can, like spring out of Savannah's pocket.
Oh, Easton, you large troll, it's been some time.
Hello, Spindle Clutch. It's good to see you again.
Of course, and you, my large friend.
He closes the door behind you all. Follow me.
Is she awake?
Derek's already just walking towards where he knows
Yep.
the Trinity is because he's a guest. He got
Alright,
told to come in whenever.
Mhm.
Be careful. When
You walk down. You walk down a long flight of stairs. They start off as normal stairs, and then they become wooden, and they lead down into an area that is mud, dirt and mud. There is a pool of kind of brackish, grayish water.
Yeah, it is in fact a little claustrophobic, Dain.
It's not. It opens up, but the stairs are a little claustrophobic. So go ahead and roll a will save. And it brackish water, and then across the way is an island of sorts. It's still muddy, but there's like a platform on it, and that platform has like pillows and blankets. And Zara, one, because you can see that it's opening up into a much larger chamber, you are able to push through, but Savannah sees you struggling. She grabs your hand and holds it tight. And basically, she's like, if you need me to, I'll throw you on my back. We can run out of here fast. You get down. And since Zara wasn't here, Zara hasn't seen Trinity yet. Laying on this platform is what initially appears to be a woman. But then she sits up upon hearing you. And she has one set of legs and 3 torsos. 3 basically near fully formed women. She is 3 different people with one set of legs. And they all sit up and they move separately, though in ways it's synchronized, almost like they are moving as one, but it's not just one person moving. They look at you from behind veils. They have these black veils over their faces that are slightly opaque, semi-opaque, and they look in your direction. And in one voice, they all speak at the same time. It's 3 different voices all at the same time. Hello, Dearg. It's nice to see you. What do I owe the pleasure of your guys' visit again today?
Your movies and your magazines, like I promised, and Derek's already walking through the brackish water up to the Trinity.
No!
Yeah. Zara, this is the first time you're seeing someone enter a liquid. Go ahead and roll me a will save. You start walking through the water. We'll see what Zara does here in a minute. Now, you remember the Trinity from the meeting, and you kind of have your bearings. Savannah's still standing next to you, waiting for the signal to get you out if you need it.
I credit with a total of 5 successes.
You want to scream. You want to scream at Dearg. You want to let him. You want to say it's gonna hurt. Like you're hurting it. But by the time you would, the voice is trapped inside you. You know, you want to speak it, but you can't. And then by the time you can feel the words almost coming out, Dearg is out of the water and across the way.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have a DVD player, but I brought you these, and then I'm sorry they're a little wrinkled, but they should be okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I said
Was,
news on it, so.
Whilst Dearg's here bringing you that stuff, I wanted to thank you for last night.
Oh, you
Your
don't
words
need to
swayed.
thank me.
Well, yeah, I am going to anyway, because your words swayed several people.
All should listen when we speak.
It's hard not to with that amazing voice.
It's much appreciated.
Hmm.
But we have seen what will happen if others choose not to listen, and it is not a pretty outcome.
I didn't think it would be.
And you were correct.
Believe it or not, it happens quite a lot. People tend to ignore it.
But aside from Dearg coming for my magazine and you for thanks, what is it you all want?
Actually, most of them are here for what I have to ask you to do.
Oh?
There's a man named Odo being held in Rebel's Court. His mind's broken. Chances are he wouldn't make much sense if he spoke to me. Or Savannah or Ro. I was wondering if you could help us out with deciphering what he says.
If I am to leave my hollow, and in this instance, only one voice is speaking, and then it echoes. The other 2 torsos echo. If I am to leave my hollow, I will need a little bit of assistance. I just need people to make sure the way is clear for Easton to get me in the car. And I need people to make sure the way is clear into the Freehold so no one sees.
Not a
And then
problem
I
at
can
all.
assist.
Spindle Clutch will stop combing their hair as they have been for the last 4 minutes and tweaking their mustache.
Say, I can veil you from sight. Trinity is always lovely for an old grub like myself to lay eyes on such beauty yet again.
Deeply appreciated.
I can shield you from the sight of the dreamers.
I appreciate that. That will be most helpful. But yes, we will go with you. Was there
Right.
anything else before we take off? Yeah.
I mainly came on behalf of this one right here. And he'll gesture to Zarya. She is very new.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be able for her to have the opportunity to ask anything if you'll permit it.
She may ask.
She's not quite sure what to ask yet. Because she doesn't know what question is a dumb question and what is and isn't stupid to ask.
If you ask the Trinity if there are dumb questions, she's going to tell you there are no dumb questions.
No. She doesn't know what really to ask. Also, it is also my hard cutoff time.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, how
there's
about
one
this?
question. There is one question.
Oh?
She motions to... Actually, she doesn't want to talk, so she's gonna walk across. Is there like a little bridge or anything to get to the little island?
No, but she will allow Easton will carry you. He doesn't usually do that for people. They usually have to earn it, but she has sight beyond sight and she knows what you are. So she's not going to make you do that. So Easton will pick you up and carry you across. It's still troubling, but you rolled the 5, so she sets you down.
Yep.
He sets you down.
She'll write how to stop the steam issue in motion system.
Well, that is quite curious.
It just gotta be less wet.
Do this one. Do a very simple thing for me, Zara, and I will grant you that ability. And she reaches out, holds her hand out to you. Well, 6 hands reach out, but she wants you to take one of them.
She'll hesitantly puts her hand in their hand.
And she'll put her hand on top of yours. And she searches through. You can feel it. It's a power. And she says, what I would like you to do for me in exchange for this is allow me to use your eyes for one day.
She'll nod in agreement.
All right. You have much going on, so I will give you time. When everything has settled, you may come back. And we will swap for 24 hours. You will see through my eyes, I will see through yours. And and Easton will carry you back across. And Zara will go stand next to Sim, and I know you need to go, and we will be wrapping up here in just a minute as well. So. Yep. But Trinity looks at everyone else. Anything else before we pack me up and head out?
Don't say it like that. It's a horrible way to describe yourself. Pack you up like you're some piece of meat.
Well, my body is heavy for my legs to carry, so someone usually has to pack me up. But
do you want me to lift you? I can lift you.
If you would like to.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a strength and athletics.
Might of the terrible brute.
You can, because this is not combat. You are just trying to lift Trinity.
Oh shit, I have a glamour die.
Oh no.
Clarity die? One of those.
It's a glamour. If it's a hunger, if it's the equivalent of hunger, it's a glamour.
You do math.
This chair is squeaky.
Squeaky chair.
All right.
One hand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is a brief moment. She's surprisingly heavy. Like you're not kind of expecting it. She looks frail. They look kind of willowy almost. She's heavy, but after a second of adjusting, you just prop her on your shoulder and off you go.
All right, we're ready. I got you.
I got you, boo.
All right, you guys follow. Spindle Clutch uses his ability to cloak.
Mm-hmm.
You guys check ahead to make sure that no one in the neighborhood is out and about, and if they are, you occupy them with conversation, or you frighten them away, or whatever. Savannah's frightening people away is what she's doing.
Sim's just melting, folks. I'm kidding.
God damn it.
I'm kidding.
You already made a fucking
And you
puddle out
managed-
of the poor water elemental. Come on.
In drying cars.
You also made a puddle out of the hobgoblin, but we don't talk about that. Anywho, so you get
Only part of them.
the back of the van is spacious. It has all those blankets and pillows. It's actually set up in a way that like it's like a little room back there. It's super cushioned. It's very
like a little tiny
comfy
home.
looking. Yeah, only more pillows, like lots of pillows, like an obscene amount of pillows are in the back of this car. And you get her in there, you lay her down, or well, you set her down, and she kind of flops with all her torsos onto different pillows and stuff. It's very comfortable for her. None of you saw the back of the van at the meeting. And did anyone want to ride with her?
Told you. Dodgy as fuck looking van. Clutchy.
Okay, but there's no
Why
candy.
don't you go with the Trinity? We'll follow behind you.
It would not be too much of an inconvenience for your grace.
I'm sure you two have a lot to talk about.
I never mind company. We never mind company.
Well, by all means,
Spindle Clutch will hop into the pillow strewn back of the van.
I would say there is enough pillows. It's kind of claustrophobic. So you're comfortable. It's closed in. There's lots of things around you. Dain, you're looking at it being like, meh. I thought it was more spacious than this.
As much of a flush as Dain has ever seen on Spindle Clutch's face.
Sim will grab Zara and take her back to as well as Dearg, back to their car to follow.
Finally, my plan comes together.
Yes.
Savannah cannot fit in there with her horns, so she's gonna have to get in someone else's car.
Driving back in my own car.
Yeah.
Dearg will
So
get
I've-
in front with Easton.
Yeah.
Like,
Dara gets in front with Easton. Sim and Zara go in the steam train.
choo
Back to
choo.
just
Choo-choo.
Sim and Zarya.
Chugga, chugga.
Gosh. The steam
The
car.
great-
Savannah and Ro get in Dane's car, and you start heading towards the Minstrel's Rest. Now,
Okay.
she didn't need to be told where Odo was.
Through
She knows.
Assumed.
You guys arrive. And that is where we will end tonight's session. You arriving at the Freehold to speak to Odo.
On boy, right into the night.
We
We're
did
gonna
it!
roll this damn car.
We did it!
Woo.
The steam car, the steam train. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of chaos, which it was meant to be during that scene in the hollow because everyone was talking at once.
Waving
yeah.
peanut butter sandwiches.
Excellent time.
Thank
Hey.
you for joining us. Welcome
What's
to the
this extra
collective.
protein? Welcome to the collective, and have a lovely
Have a good
whatever time.
Yeah. Night, morning,
Time is an
afternoon.
illusion.
Time is an illusion.
Weird soup.
Weird.
And we'll see you next time.
That's right.
Woo.
Actually, quick shout out real quick. Join us Sunday, correct? Curse of Strahd.
Mr. Stroud. Yes.
Mhm.
Strahd.
Yeah.
Nothing
Curse
bad
of
will happen.
Strahd.
So,
And nothing
to-
can go
Well,
wrong.
One more thing. Thank
Yeah.
everybody that got us to 50 subscribers.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
I
you.
was
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Read my mind.
You guys
Read
are
my
great.
mind. I was just
You
about
guys
to.
are great.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Dinner and a game too. Thank you.
Yes,
so
for the
much.
raid.
Yeah.
Big thank you for the raid as well. They brought in some viewers. It was fantastic. Thank you, DAAG. So,
Yes,
Major
I
shout
will
out.
see some of you there tomorrow for
All right.
Ham's Monster Hearts queue.
bye.
Woo.
Good time.
Bye.
Bye.